this pathetic planet from the face of the galaxy.
The Force fights with me!
Get on those gun turrets!
Bring her to me.
All Republic forces, pull back!
It is too late to retreat, Admiral. There is no escape for us.
You are strong, child, but I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side.
This is but a taste of the dark side.
Hey, what's up? This is GrooveSim. Welcome to one of my favorite games of all time. In fact, it's the #1 favorite game of all time for me. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic from BioWare. Back before they were, swallowed up by the evil empire that is EA. And back when LucasArts was still publishing games. So this is in 1080p. Can you believe it? Yes, from my Xbox One. Recorded on my Xbox One. This is post-edit commentary. Going to see how this does. I'm going to see if there's some cropping that can be done at YouTube as well, so I can fill the borders in. Anyway, I'm going to let the intro play, then I'll be back to speak with you momentarily. This is GrooveSim, aka Tom in real life. Knights of the Old Republic in 1080p. Yeah! Alright, well, so, now, I'm also streaming this over at Twitch, but the thing is, on Twitch, it's 720p because I stream directly from my Xbox using the Game DVR and the Twitch app combined, and it's capped at 720p there. So, I don't know why that is. I think that's something that can be increased, that cap, the resolution cap. But it is what it is. Anyway, as you can see, I'm getting started on this. I'm checking the options and all that, adjusted all the options, and I think I decided that later in this playthrough that I needed to turn things back up because that volume was a bit too low. I noticed on playback. So anyway, yeah, so I'm streaming the game all the way through on that with a slightly different character in a different class, but in this one I decided to go with something different just to keep the two separated, different slightly anyway. Just enough that I don't accidentally overwrite the wrong save or something. And but this is my all-time favorite game. It really is #1. I picked it up at release at retail, brand spanking new. It came out in July, I think it was 2003, and wow, man, I loved it. Here you see, I'm choosing my character, my class actually. Scoundrel, there's scout, there's soldier. And for those class groups, you could choose between genders, male and female. And there's one portrait I usually go with. It's my go-to. I played with a couple. I played as a female. I played, different males. I have gone dark side. I have to tell you, I'm going light side in this walkthrough. Hang on a second. So anyway, I am going to be going light side, like I said, in this playthrough. This is going to take a long time because it's not lickety split. You know, playing it, recording it, but the real slow part of the process is Upload Studio, man. It's there are just some, you know, things that I have to work with in the Upload Studio. You know, the 10-minute recording limits when I'm playing, the 30-minute total limit for a vid in Upload Studio, so I can put a bunch of clips together. I can compile a bunch of clips as long as they don't total more than 30 minutes. We're good to go, right? I got a vid. So this one gets cut a bit short towards the end, and then don't worry, I'll be following this up with the rest of it. But I debated, like, where should I cut this, you know? And there was no good spot to cut it and pick it up in the next episode. So I decided to cut it where I cut it, and it's kind of abrupt, but oh well. The main thing is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic in 1080p. And this, again, my Xbox One, so Xbox Originals, you know, the backward comp, the backward compatibility program, you know, that Microsoft introduced with the 360 back comp and the Xbox One back comp has been expanded to include Xbox Originals. Right now, there are 13, but I think one of those is region specific. It's region exclusive. It's a King of Fighters game. I can't off the top of my head I can't think of the name of it, but I think it's exclusive to the Asian markets. But there are 12 North American originals available, including this, and games like Red Faction 2, Pirates, Sid Meier's Pirates, Crimson Skies. They're Dead to Rights. There are a bunch of titles. Another one is Ninja Gaiden Black, which I also installed. This is a digital version. I do have the disc still, but I did try to play out the disc. You're supposed to be able to, but something went wrong. It didn't work, so I decided to download the digital version for $9.99. Doesn't hurt to have a backup. So, you know, that's what I did. I installed the digital. That's what you're seeing here. And I don't have, you know, a PC, so I'm not able to crop or anything. So hopefully, you know, sometimes YouTube is real friendly and nice, and the YouTube editor will crop videos for me and do a damn good job. I've got some older 1080p videos from Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, and they were cropped and came out good, you know. Most of my vids are in 720p, unfortunately, but these days, since the latest update, I can do 1080p, but it's going to take longer. And I got to get it right, man. I got to get it right. Now, this game obviously has borders. Obviously, more recent games, you know, for instance, XCOM 2, which I'm going to be playing today as well. Probably going to stream that over at twitch.tv/GrooveSim. But, yeah, we're just about done and about ready to kick this off. I really am thrilled about being able to play XCOM, or XCOM, God damn it, Knights of the Old Republic on my Xbox One, and record it and share it on YouTube, as well as streaming on Twitch, man. Awesome. Awesome. I did a marathon yesterday. It was like 5 hours. Fantastic. I love Knights of the Old Republic. Let's go.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Who are you?
I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite ships. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Who's Bastila? I know who
Bastila is the
Bastila
commanding
is.
officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. But she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I know all about your reputation. How you used to smuggle spice and blasters along the Corellian run.
Yeah.
I guess the Republic figured since they couldn't catch you, they might as well hire you. And I'll admit, the Republic is in desperate need of someone with your kind of skills.
I got mad
Desperate enough
skills.
to overlook your shady past. But now that you signed on for this mission, you're part of the Republic fleet. And Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack.
Okay, let's go
Hurry up
help
and grab your
Bastila.
gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Okay. I know where my stuff is. I should explain something real quick. You didn't see the opening crawl, with the Star Wars theme in the background and all that. The big crawl, the big that introduces the episode. Because of the music, I got a copyright claim. That John Williams, theme and soundtrack. And Universal Music or whatever the fuck it was, hit me with the copyright claim. So that's gone. I just said, okay, I'll just edit that shit out. I just don't want to hassle with that. I could have done some other things. And it's just, man, it's just not. Since I don't have a PC, it's not really conducive. It's not real ideal for me right now. So I just went ahead and cut that out. So that's what that's all about. I got my clothes on, ready to go. Now Trask, usually when I go up to him, there's like a little cut, and I'm like,
Okay,
what's going on?
We should
Yeah,
stay
that.
together. You'll have more
Right there.
success with a party than on your own. Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll
Yeah.
have to use me to unlock the door. Now that the door is open, you better take the lead again.
Okie dokie.
This is Carthel Nasty. The Sith
There's
are
Carth.
threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get
Oh my god. Just realized my fan's on and I think it was heard. I just cut it off. Anyway, and this is post-edit commentary, by the way.
That door's locked, and I don't have... Target the door.
Yeah, this is awkward. I was trying to switch to him so he could get up here and then just sometimes depending on where the cursor is, you hit the button and you're trying to do one thing and it does something else, and you're looking one direction, it's somewhere else. It's on another object. The cursor tends to jump around. That's what I'm saying. And another thing too, with the I see my voice going up in the red. I hope I don't sound like I'm shouting here. What was I gonna say? Oh damn! I got distracted by the audio bar for my voice, and The hell? Oh, yeah. Controls. You see the white button up there? It says press the white button to continue. Well, you know, anybody that's played on the original Xbox controller, you know, had a white and black button. So the corresponding buttons on the Xbox One controller, same with the 360 for that matter. If you played Xbox original on the 360, it was the same way. Right bumper is black button, and left bumper is white. And I kept, man, I kept just pressing the wrong freaking buttons, man. It's like I got my wires crossed a little bit, you know, with the controls, and that's fine. I mean, you know, we'll get it. Hopefully the audio for my voice is okay in this. Hopefully the game audio is okay as well. It's cool, you know, with Trask. That's who we're with, and you know, flying through the ship. Kind of wake up like, you know, dazed and confused, like, what the hell is going on here? And thrown into the mix, fighting the Sith all the way up to the bridge, trying to escape, trying to get off this ship and get out with our lives. That's what we're trying to do. So yeah, I mean, this is, I know, a popular game. Well, it seems to have grown in popularity, you know, over the years, because it didn't sell a whole bunch necessarily. I mean, it sold a decent amount of copies, but it was still kind of under the radar, you might say, in a way. And as word spread about the game from people who played it,
It's Dark Jedi. This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way.
ow. So here's where I get one of my first upgrades.
That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
Yeah, I'll pick it up off that dead Jedi's body. I think it's a vibrocell. Vibration cell, yeah. So what, you know, what, I keep kind of losing where I'm at here. Yeah, but it just grew in popularity over the years, and with good reason. I mean, it's a fantastic game. The term I use is master classic. That's what it is. It's a master classic. I also have Knights of the Old Republic 2, Sith Lords. That was developed by Obsidian. They took over for BioWare because BioWare was busy with, I think, Mass Effect and a couple other games.
There isn't much room on the bridge, and it's suicide to use a blaster in close quarters. I should equip a melee weapon too. Either.
Big bridge fight coming up here. But this one, by far, my favorite of the two. The second one, it's like, I know some people argue with this or could debate this because you start out as a Jedi in that one as opposed to this one. And they like it more because of that. But for me, this game here, this this title had a lot more charm and appeal. It was just a lot more charming. It had a lot more personality, I guess you might say. You know, some good characters, cool aspects about too, the Sith Lords, but this one, you know, some of my all-time favorite characters were introduced to me in this very game. So, you know, Cartho Nancy is my favorite. Canderous Ordo is a close second. He's right there, you know. The relationship, you know, that is forged with Bastila over a period of time is always fun and interesting. You know, it's just such a cool game in so many ways.
To the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
He's so excitable. So we get to level up here. And that's another thing, a level cap of 20 is, you know, there were some gripes about the game. That was a minor gripe people had. You know, it was a bit of a gripe for me, but then I got used to it, and it's like, you know what, this works. By the time you reach the climax for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, your character is going to be such a badass. It won't matter. You know, it's a number. The level cap, it's a freaking number. By the time you get there, it could be 20 or 90. For all that matters, you know. Your character is going to be a badass, no doubt. So leveling up and approaching towards the end. Now I have to explain, you know, I have to, like I said a little briefly at the beginning of this vid, I do have to cut this a bit short, and I don't want to get, you know, to a point where I'm like talking about something else and detracting completely away from the experience on screen from what you're seeing and experiencing on screen, because this is such a cool game that, you know, I've got 2 playthroughs going now. Well, you know, I'm alternating between both, and I'm not getting tired. I played this game so many times. It's just, it doesn't matter, and I don't get tired of it. And I'm really happy I get to share the experience with other people. Absolutely rocks. It's groovy, man, groovy. So checking out, you know, my inventory and what I have equipped. I give him a blaster. This was stupid. Even as I was doing, I go, why am I giving him the blaster?
Yes?
He's about ready to say bye-bye here pretty soon. And, but I gave him the blaster anyway, because blasters are kind of junk. You know, doesn't matter. Little bridge shot there. Check outside. Remember the first time I walked in here, yeah, onto the bridge? I went, wow, man, this is so cool. And I just stood there and admired the view. That was, and again, original Xbox, big time back then, you know? Something's back there.
Behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Yeah. I have a feeling we're going to be running into that dude again. Not Trask. The Sith Lord. Or Jedi. Dark Jedi, actually. So, this video is winding down. I don't want to get caught out, you know, with the ending or anything. So, just want to let you know that the rest of this is going to be right on the heels of this. I'm so sorry that it has to be cut awkwardly as it does get cut, as it is. Let me repeat that sentence again. Sorry it got cut so
This is Carthonasi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods. But be careful. There's a Sith patrol just down the corridor. Use your stealth skill to sneak past him.
Okay, I'm sorry for the awkward cut. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Taris was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers, but that was a long time ago. The upper city where the rich citizens live is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Taris is a wasteland overrun by rat ghouls, mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.